Roses are red, violets are blue.
We're gonna talk hot topics.
Vacations.
And Salina favors.
Woo! Stay tuned to the scene.
Hey, welcome to the scene, everybody. Got my little toothpick from Altadone.
Oh,
it's
good for
delicious.
you. Are you going to put that in your mouth the whole entire show?
The whole show, I'm rolling with the toothpick. Just so you know, me, the toothpick, and my shoes. And just so you know, apparently somebody over here had an issue with another human being in Salina, Kansas. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yes.
Salina?
I had an issue I want to share with you all right now. And here's the thing. So, if you are standing on the side of the road, there's no
Okay.
crosswalk there, right? Okay?
Yeah.
And cars are driving by.
Yeah.
Would you expect the cars to stop for you so you could cross the street?
No.
Yes.
No crosswalk.
But no crosswalk.
No crosswalk.
No cars.
Doesn't matter.
Why doesn't it matter?
Even like right now, kids run across the street.
Right.
So don't stop.
No.
And run 'em
It's
over.
not a
talking about
kid.
an adult.
This is not a
Talking about
kid.
an
This
adult.
is an adult. They've walked out to the curb. Okay, they're waiting to cross over to their vehicle or whatever. It's a busy street. There are no crosswalks. You know, there's a crosswalk maybe down the road a
How
little
does she
bit.
know they're not picking flowers?
Well,
That's right.
How do you know that they don't have a mental disorder?
Because he gave me the eye and the shrug.
Oh, you didn't
that
get the
doesn't mean
finger?
that.
Did you get the
that
finger?
doesn't
Oh,
mean
the
got the
finger.
shrug.
I got the
Do
shrug.
it. So you got the shrug.
I got the like, hey lady, why didn't you stop so I could cross the street?
See,
I'm
and
like, what?
And that's what I'm saying. He could have been slow or mental disorder, where he didn't even know what he was actually doing. He just felt like that should happen.
I don't think that was the case.
See,
I think
now
it
we're
was
making an assumption.
I don't think that was the case, Charles. I think the case was that this person was standing on the side of the road, not in a crosswalk.
Okay.
And they expected the passing cars to stop and let them cross the road.
Did
And
that?
apparently you did not stop.
I did not stop because I got the and the
Wait, did you not stop because you got the and the or you just not stop because you're just not into stopping?
Well, I'm into stopping for the right reasons, okay? But
What
here's
are the right
thing.
reasons? Wait, hold on.
Here's the
No, you
thing.
can't go past that. What's the right reasons?
If a person is in the crosswalk, the pedestrian has the right of way.
Okay.
I am into obeying that law, and that, you know, that's okay with me. But when you're standing on the side of the road and you're waiting for the traffic to go by, I don't think you should expect to have the traffic stop for you to cross the street. You should go to the crosswalk. That's where the traffic is supposed to stop for you, right? I shouldn't get the hey and the dirty look and the shrug like I've done something wrong.
Christy, would you stop?
No, I would not have stopped. However, if it was a kid, I would have stopped. If it was a little kid, that's kind of my issue. Like, if it's a kid who doesn't know better, yeah, I'm going to stop. But an
Well, how
adult,
do you know that the adult doesn't know better?
Well, you don't. But, I mean, if they look like a higher functioning person, you...
Yeah. Now wait, you can't always go by look.
Well,
you can't always go by
Making
look.
snap decisions while they're driving.
Yeah.
Well, that person looks
Higher
like
functioning.
they look like they went to college, so I guess I'll stop.
Yeah. Well, all the time people drive down our street way too fast, and I've taught the kids to yell, slow down, as they run down. So, yeah, I'm all about, you know, safety on the roads. But, I mean, I think it's our jobs as adults to teach children the right way to cross a street, and that is in a crosswalk.
Exactly.
But we got stereotyping going on here. And the reason
Oh,
I say that
woo!
is
He
because
brought up the
how
S word.
are we to distinguish whether they are slow or whether they are just doing it out of animosity? How are we to distinguish
Or maybe
that?
they don't know better. Maybe that they don't have the mentality, you know, of a higher
How do
functioning
we know?
adult.
But how
you
do we-
don't. You don't know that.
So
If somebody has the mentality, give me a look and a shrug, then I
But
think they're
they-
a higher functioning
well,
adult.
not necessarily. They didn't have very much smart to walk out on a busy street. You just said. So how smart
They
could
were
you
just
be?
taking a
I see
shortcut to their car that was on the
Exactly.
other side of the
They're
street.
lazy. That's
exactly.
being lazy.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I
wait,
don't know.
that's an assumption right there that they're lazy, right?
It is.
It is.
I
Why
mean-
not use the crosswalk? Teach the kids. Who
But how
knows?
far? What if my house is right here and the crosswalk is way down there? Why do I have to go all the way down there to use the crosswalk when I could just cross right there where my house is?
That's fine. You cross right there, but you wait till there aren't any cars there.
Right. You can
But you
certainly
don't have.
do
They
that.
don't have to worry because
But
if you
when
hit
there's
them,
no traffic,
our fault.
lawsuit.
Then you go.
Lawsuit. We don't have. You don't have to worry. You hit them, lawsuit.
But you guys, have you
Don't
ever had a
touch them. They'll
jaywalking
say,
ticket?
"Don't touch me. Let me lay here. Get my lawyer here,
Wait, hold on.
and we will
Nobody
go
gets a
from there."
jaywalking
My neck
ticket
and a
anymore,
collar.
right?
No.
I
Who
don't
gets a
know about
jaywalking
anymore.
ticket? Is that even really a ticket?
They don't do
It
it.
is.
It's a thing.
I think
No
it's a
way.
thing.
They don't
If you're
do
on
it.
I-70 and you try and cross it, you're
Oh,
going to
yeah,
get
What
you
is
might.
ticket. That's
I-70?
jaywalking.
You were in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
You're on I-70, right?
No.
No,
And
you can
just,
be.
wait. And just so you know, Salina, another car passed right before I did, and
Did they get the?
they did. They got the
So he did
same
twice
thing.
on- Like, what
So-
the heck is wrong with
So he
both of
probably
y'all?
didn't know.
No, so I think this person expected that the cars would stop for them so that they could cross over to their vehicle and go home for the evening and sit out on the deck and have their beer or whatever they do. That's what I think.
What's up with the beer? What?
No,
Where's it
just
going?
threw that in.
Wow.
I threw that in. But I'm just saying, I use the crosswalk. That's what I'm saying. If you want people to stop for you, go to the crosswalk where the pedestrians are supposed to be crossing, and everything will be okay.
Is there a crosswalk in your neighborhood?
Yes, there is. It was just right up the street. Right up the street.
How far up the street was the crosswalk?
Well, do you want me to, how do you want me to judge
Is it
that?
a half a mile? Is it a quarter mile?
Oh,
Is
no, it was like just, a few paces
But
up
there's
the
a lot of
street.
neighborhoods that don't have crosswalks.
Right, mine doesn't. We don't have crosswalks. Where I
And
live.
there's no crosswalks.
We don't even have sidewalks
out
where I
at
live.
Schilling either. There's not one unless you're going out there
Right.
toward the school or something. But in the neighborhood, there's no crosswalk, so you would just walk across.
We just have
But it
dirt.
doesn't matter if you hit them. I guarantee you what's gonna happen
Right.
from that point.
Well, I wasn't planning on hitting him, but
You wanted to scare him.
no, I
Did you
didn't want
Yeah,
pass
to
you
by
scare
him?
did.
Did you
him.
I
clip
can
him?
see it.
Did you fishtail him? It's been raining lately, so did you splash him with water? I mean, what did you do?
I looked at him like, dude, there's a crosswalk right over there. That's what I did. And then as I drove by, I thought, don't give me the look and the shrug. I'm in the right here.
Okay, wait a minute. This is great. I love this. Okay, so on July 2nd, when everyone in Salina can have a gun, you've got a gun, he's got a gun. How does that scenario play out?
You don't want
I drive faster, away from the situation. That's how that
while
plays
ducking.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this.
Don't think I'll be having a gun, but
Yeah, because a person can say, hey, I felt my life was threatened, and so then I pulled the gun out. Kind of like we had an incident here on a bridge, apparently, with some flags, and a person was having a flag and it was upside down, and some people got upset with that, right? And then a gun was pulled there, right? So,
Right.
so this could happen, right?
it could happen. And unfortunately, that's probably going to happen more and more, and probably happens way more than we know about on a daily basis. But a lot of those types of things don't get publicized. But this happened to be a situation that was publicized. But yeah, did that gun need to be pulled? Did that situation really warrant the threatening of a lethal weapon?
But it
Not
wouldn't
sure.
have it probably wouldn't have mattered if it was that date when you said, because once he pulled his, they could have pulled
Everybody pulls theirs, right?
Yeah.
We might have had a gunshot
Yeah.
Right.
battle, boom, boom,
We
boom.
just got gunplay going. We
Right.
got boom, 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 it happened. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
And what's that the result of? A misunderstanding. nobody was really trying to do anything wrong. It was just a misunderstanding, right? So
Or
that's how those
protecting our
things happen.
rights. That's-
Well, that could have ended tragically.
Protecting your rights to what?
Well,
to what?
because like there's a lot of guys that, and I know the guy that they're referring to, but the flag being upside down, there's a lot of guys that served and fought for that flag, and that's that flag flying right, and to have somebody disgrade it, either having it downward or to have somebody stepping on it or any kind of way for something that you put your life on the line for, I think can be a major problem.
Okay, but did that person really mean that in a derogatory manner?
And didn't that person
you
also
don't
fight
know
for that
that.
flag?
You don't know that. And you don't, and you can't say, like, I can tell you right now, I know several guys who went to Vietnam. And it's a war that we actually, as most people would say, lost. Yeah.
My dad was there twice, so it's okay. I get to say that.
Yeah. And and they were fighting for that flag, which is, I mean, they were in another country, helping another country, but the whole thing is they were fighting for the United States and that flag flying right, not the flag flying down, not the flag being burned up.
Well, and
or
upside
any of
down,
those.
it's a sign of distress,
Yeah.
right? Isn't it?
Yeah, but us as a proud country, the person who done it, I know him, and I really like him, and I don't even know I don't know what he was bringing out, but I do know him, and I don't see that as his intentions, but I can also see it from the other side. If I was to see certain things, I would have different reactions, and I don't go into that part of it. But as a veteran, and you fought for that flag, I mean, I could tell you this. Germany, I'm over there, we're guarding the border, people are getting knocked off, throat slit, all kinds of crazy stuff. And then it's like a happy but not happy that they tear, there's no borders, so what was we doing?
After they knocked the Berlin Wall down and all that.
Yeah, you can go either way, so what was we doing?
So at the time, it was like, hey, guard this border, but then now we're like, hey, there's no border, so now we're good.
Well, we guarded the border, and we had to sit out there at night. We had to do all kinds of different things so that they didn't come across the border.
Hey, do you want him to go into the different things?
Yeah,
thing?
no,
I kind of want him to go into the different things because I think there's some good things in the different things that he's talking about, and he's just trying to slip past that right quick.
Yeah.
No, but just the different things that we had to do, and that's the part. There's no border, so that's good because that means everybody can go back and forth. But then on the other hand, when you was there and you had to go through that, how good was that really? I mean, what was the whole purpose?
So what happens when I have a gun and I feel my life is in jeopardy? Mm-hmm. In whatever situation that I'm in. Mm-hmm. I'm at the candy store, I don't know.
Somebody threatens to take your gobstoppers.
Somebody wants to take my toothpick here, whatever. And I pull my gun out, and then where are we at? Where are we at?
Right.
No discussion
Is that problem
ensues.
solving? That's not problem solving. What we need to be teaching people is self-regulation.
Yeah.
We need to teach them how to handle their anger issues, and pulling a gun out is not the way to handle an anger issue.
Yeah.
I got to give a big up clap for that because that's kind of what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Every fight is going to end, not every, but fights are now going to end in gunplay, right? Didn't we see that in Waco with the situation with the bikers?
Absolutely.
And I get it. I get
Waco.
it. They're bikers. And people are like, oh, well, they're bikers. And no, but
What does that have to
if
do with
Charles and
anything?
I get into an accident and
And you're both packing.
right, and I'm packing and Charles is packing,
What's
and
gonna
Charles
happen?
ran into my brand new 2015 Porsche. which
He
don't
doesn't have.
but if I did, I think I would value that. And now the argument that we have becomes more than an argument because Charles has a gun and I have a gun.
Right.
Yeah. I yelled at someone in the Walmart parking lot the other day.
Don't yell at nobody.
I know.
I
As
do
soon as
too.
I did that, I thought to myself, that woman could have killed me.
Yeah.
She could have killed me.
Don't do that.
Yeah, you know, it was windy that day, and she let her door fly into my car, and the big old dent and everything. And, you know, sometimes you just get tired of taking that over and over and over again.
It's just a car.
Well, it is just a car, and I would have been fine with it had there been a simple I'm sorry or an apology, but there was no remorse. It was just like, hey, it's windy. What am I supposed to do? Well, what you're supposed to do is be kind and considerate and, you know, try your best not to make those types of things happen.
Hang on to your door, the wind's blowing.
And if it
boom.
happens and it gets away from you, you apologize. There was none of that going on. None of that.
It was like, move your car, lady.
Yeah, I was the one that was at fault.
Consider the location.
Yeah,
Whoa!
well.
What did you, what? Wait, no. What did you just say?
I said consider the location.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean that there's all types of people at Walmart versus all types of people at
What?
Nordstrom's.
Oh!
Oh,
Did not
okay.
just go against our
No,
Walmart viewers.
Honestly.
Sorry, I would have yelled at a person in Nordstrom's parking lot too,
But
okay?
honestly-
Just so
hold
you
on,
know.
hold on.
Honestly.
She's got, what do you mean by that? What are you
Well,
talking
I'm
about
just
the Walmart
saying
people?
there's a whole different walks of life.
The Walmartians? What do you mean?
Right. And you know, and don't pretend like it's the first time you're hearing about this. There's things on the internet about Walmart people and how they dress and what they look like. There's just a whole bunch of people from all different backgrounds and cultures who attend Walmart because the prices are cheap, just like we talked about on our last show. Prices are cheap. And if you don't have enough money to go somewhere else and spend more, you know, 50 to $1 more on bananas, then you're going to go to Walmart. And then you're probably not going to be driving the best car because you're not going to be able to afford such expensive produce. And you're not going to care if you're Walmart. Why are you laughing, Jeff?
Because it's nuts.
It is not nuts! I know you've seen the Walmart. I know you've seen the Walmart people.
It's a theory. She has a theory.
I know.
She's saying
they're
you're not
not
going to find a dirty diaper in Nordstrom's parking lot.
I'm
Exactly.
just saying, Walmart people are people too, right?
Yeah, they are people too, and they're not going to care about hitting her nice car because their car's probably not as nice because they're shopping at Walmart because we don't have as much money, and of course they're going to let their door run into Shauna's door.
You know what? I wouldn't even care if my car wasn't nice. I don't think it's nice for people to let their car door slam into your door. I'm conscientious about that when I go to a store and I have to park close to someone and it's a windy day. Stop it.
We're gonna stop right here before we offend the Target people too.
No!
Stuff is flying, bullets flying, shots fired, Salina.
Shots
We'll be
fired.
right back.
Hi, I'm Theresa Terry, and I would like to inform you about Swedish massage. Swedish massage is a general overall rub down. It can be done with light pressure or more deep pressure depending on your preference. Massage is a great reliever for sore, tired, or stressed muscles. Massage is very beneficial in helping you to relax. It is given using lotions and essential oils. Why not give yourself a time to unwind and relax, or give a friend or family member a gift certificate for a massage? They will love it. If you have any questions about massage, please call me during the day, Monday through Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. On Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The number is 785-823-2651.
You made it. Years of hard work, investing, planning, and now you're here. The long-awaited reward you spent a lifetime looking forward to. But what now? After years of growing a nest egg, now you may want to manage it. Use it to fund your dreams. Make it last as long as you need it. And leave some for those you love. So what do you do? Wall Street continues to be uncertain, and some conservative options have dropped through the floor. How do you maintain opportunities for growth and reduce risk of loss from market changes? That's where we come in. We are financial professionals. From insurance products to tax reduction strategies and guaranteed retirement income you cannot outlive, provided by the claims-paying ability of insurance companies. You've worked a lifetime to get here. Let us help you enjoy it to the fullest. For a complimentary consultation, simply contact us today.
All right, here we go. We're talking vacations here at the scene. Not that I've ever had one, but apparently some other people here have had some fantastic vacations. Christy, why don't you tell us about one of the vacations you've had?
Well, it's not so much about the vacation, it was en route to the vacation.
Like the Griswolds.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We were on our way to California. We were going to spend a week at the beach, and it was just myself and my two boys, and at the time they were really little, like just barely walking, and 3, I believe, and my two boys, and we were at the Denver airport, and my barely walker, doesn't want to be held. He wants to walk the whole time.
Right.
And of course I want him to walk because it's a long 3-hour trip from Denver to California. So he's walking, and we decide to try out the moving walkway. Like, this will be a good idea, right? It'll get us
time
there.
saver.
It'll get us there faster. He doesn't have to walk as fast, and he can maneuver it. And so we got on. It was great. He did fine. He popped right on it. I helped him, and we got down to our gate. And then so we decided, we have an hour to spare. Let's go get smoothies. So we turn around, we get on the moving walkway back down to the Starbucks, and I get them big smoothies with whipped cream, and I get myself a
airport
big
smoothie.
Coffee with,
How much did that cost?
it's like $2,800.
25, 600.
It was
Yeah.
like $1 per gram of sugar.
Right,
Is that
right,
about
pretty much,
what it was?
pretty much.
Yeah.
So then I've got this carrier of drinks, and I've got my 2 little boys, 3 and under, and we pop onto the moving walkway, and everything's going good. We're going down to our gate, and we pop off the moving walkway, and my probably 14-month-old at the time gets right off, and then he does a direct U-turn and gets right back on,
Right
the
on.
moving walkway going the opposite way. Yeah! And I thought, I could just see those teeth grabbing him, and you've seen those horror stories of like they grab the clothes, in the moving walkway teeth, and he's stuck and he's got scrapes, and so I've got the coffee still in my bags, and I hop back on thinking, it's just gonna be like a treadmill, and I can totally do it. So I hop on, I get like 2 steps, and it's not like a treadmill, or at least I wasn't going as fast as I thought a treadmill would be going, and I fell directly on top of him, throwing up all of our drinks.
Oh, no.
So I land directly on my 14-month-old, and then the drinks come right down on top of me, And so I've got whipped cream in my hair, and then the moving walkway keeps moving, and we get to, you know, where you're supposed to get off, and we're just kind of rolling around, and I'm on top of them, and I've got whipped cream and a straw in my hair, and I hear this woman on a cell phone say, "Oh, I'm sorry, this mom just fell down on the moving walkway, I gotta go." And so she's pulling me off, and then pulling off my son, and my 3-year-old is ungodly embarrassed and like won't look at us and pretends like he doesn't know us. And so we finally get off, and I've got grease all over me, and I've got whipped cream in my hair, and I'm sopping wet, and then they say, "Okay, we're boarding." So I grab the kids all disheveled, and my 3-year-old's upset because there goes his smoothie.
Yeah, you spilled the smoothies.
That's right.
What is wrong with you?
So we get on, and I look back at the moving walkway, and there's a straw turning at the end of the moving walkway, and it was the most embarrassing moment of my entire life.
Wow.
And so I get off the plane all disheveled, and my dad picks me up, and like my hair's like this, and I've got grease and whipped cream and coffee all over me. And
That was
Pictures.
like
Nobody
very
took pictures?
I got
sticky
pictures.
ride.
Wait,
You'll
wait,
see
wait,
it.
pictures.
Yep, I've got pictures.
Sweet.
We will put them up. And so, yeah, I spent all night soaking my clothes, trying to get the grease out. And my dad said, "How was your flight?"
Flight was great.
Right.
Walkway,
I said,
not so good.
How do I
Right.
look? And I still, to this day, have issues with moving walkways. I refuse to get onto them because I might fall.
Well, we've all had those little incidents in the travel situation with little kids. I remember when we very first got a van. That's right, a van. And we were so excited we were going to take this trip to Colorado. Never again did I ever take my children on a road trip. We flew every place we went after that.
Smart woman.
Yeah, but you know, we didn't really go on too many vacations because, you know, when you're young, you can't really afford to. It's very, very expensive to travel. So about every 4 to 5 years, we tried to take the kids some places. And one of the places that I always wanted to go was to New York to see the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So
you
we
did it?
did that, and it was freezing. I'm telling you, but it was fantastic. We did the parade. We skated in Central Park. We ice skated. We rode the carriage. We went to FAO Schwartz, which is now closing.
Oh, it is? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're closing
Is
that
it closing
down.
because of you, or is it closing anyway? I mean, why is it closing?
We didn't buy enough to keep
Buy
them
enough to keep it-
afloat.
okay.
Yeah.
$1,000
So,
toys.
Right. But a very memorable trip. Very, very memorable trip. And you know, we've done the routine Disney World and that kind of thing. But the New York trip was very memorable.
You did Disney World. That's expensive. That costs a lot of money.
Super expensive, but you know, we went sort of on the off season in October, like the end of October. So towards like Halloween time. So it was on the off season. So it wasn't too bad. That took me a long time to pay off that little trip that we took, but
Use the card.
some of the card, yeah. I hate to admit that, but
No, well, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
sometimes when you need to make a memory and you need to take your kids somewhere, sometimes you got to use the card. But
It's only rich people like Charles who've done these commercials.
yeah, right.
I mean, commercial, but these trips and have not used cards and stuff, right? Right?
I've used cards, but I didn't. The trips I took my family on, I didn't because I put the money together before I did it, and those are far and in between. So.
Yeah, it's hard to save for those kinds of things because by the time you save for them, the prices have gone up. You know, it takes years, sometimes years, to get to that point where you can get to that savings where you feel like you can go and kind of have a non, I call it live and let live type of an experience where you go and you don't have to worry about what you spend. But I have a friend who goes on a lot of organized trips. You know, like they're organized.
All-inclusive?
Yeah, all inclusive, or they're an organized trip by a travel agency and that kind of thing. Have you guys ever been on any of those?
Yes, I've been in all-inclusive. It was awesome.
Yeah. Do you think it's cheaper to do that?
I do, only because I don't feel the shelling out every time we eat. And, you know, so yeah, I felt like it was cheaper because I had more cash in my pocket and was able to go spend it elsewhere than at the resort, so that was nice.
But you still spent it.
I did, I still spent it.
Yeah, that's supposed to save you money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not so much.
not as
But I
much.
felt better about being there. That's all that mattered. I
Right.
had better time
There you go.
because I wasn't feeling so broke.
Yeah, it's all about the feeling.
So I've never been on a vacation. Every time I've went somewhere, it's been to visit a family member. And so I never consider those vacations. It's just like, oh, I'm going to go see my brother or some in-law or something or whatever. And so it's always driving, right? I'm driving either from here to Texas or wherever. And mostly our in-laws live in Texas. The last time we went, drove to from here to Dallas. And I got to tell you, it's a bad idea to take a bunch of kids in a car.
It's a horrible
The
idea.
smells from the back seat.
Right, right.
I'm just telling you, all the time, I'm rolling down the windows. You know, I'm like, look, we just stopped like about 10 miles ago. Couldn't we get all of that out of us while we were there? I mean, you know, what's the deal?
And how many times can you hear, "Are we there yet?"
Yeah. I mean, even I was saying, you know, are we there yet? And then once you're there, you're just like, oh, we're here, we're fine, everything's. And then you're staying at somebody's house, and you know, I mean, I don't complain about staying at anybody's house, but you're sleeping on their bed or the floor, or you know, in their pillows. They got their blankets or whatever. It's just never comfortable.
So what I'm hearing is that your trips have not been
I
relaxing.
flipping hate vacation.
Well, with kids, it's
I
so
hate
hard.
'em.
I can remember driving, you know, we were going to Hayes, and my 14-month-old had a blue marker and was all
Yeah.
face in his arms. And so we
Yeah.
got out at the park at Hayes, and this woman with her child there said, "What happened?" And I was like, cheap entertainment. I don't know. It's
There you
just,
go.
we're blue, and I'm going to go with it.
Now the picture I want to see is that,
You'll have that.
like, composed onto the fact with you with the stuff
the straw
And the
in my
hair.
and the straw coming out, and
I was looking
and then
good.
in the background I want that little thing and then the straw going around like that. I
You
that-
get it. You saw it.
That'll be great. That'll be great.
I'll get that for
It's
you.
much more fun to go on a trip when your kids are older.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
I believe that.
We went to Chicago. That was our last big family trip, and one of the pictures that you'll see of us on the show is us in Chicago at the Bean. If you've never been to Chicago, there's a giant bean. It's shaped like a bean, and it's all of a reflective material. And when you look into it, everything that surrounds it reflects in it, and you can see the skyline of the city, and it's very, very cool. So you'll see a picture of that, and also you'll see a picture of my fam reflected in the bean. You can't appreciate it unless you see the bean first. So we took a picture of ourselves in a reflection, and it turned out very cool. So
Would be really cool.
fun to
Very
share.
cool.
Fun to share that information
Makes
with
me
you
want to go
all.
to Chicago.
Makes me want to go on another vacation with older children.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
That'll be our next show, all of us in Chicago. At
Yes,
the Bean.
in Chicago.
Chicago's
Woo!
Thank you,
I love
Access
that time.
TV.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. The scene. Hang with us. right, we're back at the scene. Hey, we're going to talk about our favorite things and restaurants here in Salina. Christy's got something that she wants to kick off for us.
I do. So I thought it would be kind of fun to do all our favorite things in Salina. So first, I want to know, what's your favorite restaurant in Salina?
Why y'all look at me?
What? You're the first
Everybody
one.
knows mine.
What?
It's Buffalo Wild Wings,
Oh,
man.
yeah, that's right. You
Ain't
take your
nothing like
guns
Buffalo
there.
Wild Wings. They got
Yep.
the chocolate cake. Every burger they got is delicious. They got Buffalo Wild Wings has. If you're a man and you walk into Buffalo Wild Wings and you see all those TVs and you don't get orgasmic, I don't know what's wrong with you. I love that place. There's TVs, there's sports, there's cake, there's waitresses,
And
there's
wings.
meat, there's burgers, there's bread, there's beer. I'm about ready to fall over or something. I mean, I don't even know. How could you not I need a fan.
Hot stuff.
baby.
Look
That's
at you.
like the best place ever.
You're getting all excited sitting here.
Why you shaking your head? You know you like that place.
I don't.
See, Charles
You
can't
don't-
go there.
Charles
He can't go
cannot
there. He's
go.
just like, I don't like that place. No, that place is fantastic.
Even little boys love it.
Look,
You don't
from
get
here
what you
to here.
You don't get what you pay for. I don't feel like when I go there, I don't feel like I get my money's worth.
What money's worth?
Because
What do
the
you want?
wings are so small.
What do you
And
know?
you only get what, 6 or
They got big, huge burgers. They got a piece of chocolate cake like this. There's ice cream. There's chocolate cake.
Have you ever done one of the challenges?
What
The
who?
hot wing challenge or something?
No, I ain't about
then you get
challenging nobody. I'm just
get it for
on my
free.
own.
Oh, there
you
you
do?
go.
I
See,
probably could
Charles
do
didn't
that.
know
You
about
probably
that.
could.
See, that's what you need
I probably
to do.
could do that.
Yeah.
I could eat the hot.
I can't out-eat nobody.
But
I
the
just
point
wanna
of
eat.
it is, it says the wing place, so I'm going in looking for wings, and then when I get what I'm supposed to get and I pay for it, I'm not really pleased with what I paid
So
for.
you paid $10 and you want like 100 wings.
That'll work. If you
What
can
would
work
be a
that out, I'll
value
go
for
there
you?
every week.
I can't do that. I'm just saying, what would be a value for you?
Well,
How many wings per
I don't
dollar
know.
would you want?
I don't know. Because I
you
could
say want?
easily
Want.
I could easily go home. I mean, I could easily go home and make
What's
the
up?
wings myself with a big. I mean,
It's always
Sam's
cheaper,
is
Oh, that's
$20 and
It's always cheaper at home, right?
yeah, but
Yeah,
I bet if I'm
but
gonna
then
pay,
you have to make something.
But you have all those
Exactly.
TVs
No, if
at
I-
home?
Paying for the
No.
convenience.
Maybe he has all those TVs at home. I
Do
don't
you
have all
No.
those
multiple
TVs at home.
TVs?
I got a little like 13
I
inch
don't.
black and white TV.
I hardly
at home.
watch TV.
Do you have chocolate cake?
I
You don't,
don't
what,
like
what,
chocolate
he said
cake.
you don't watch TV?
He doesn't like chocolate cake. See, this is why he doesn't.
How can you not like
it doesn't
chocolate
appeal
cake?
to
Well, then
him.
let's hear what Charles' favorite place to eat
Yeah,
is.
what's your favorite
Let's hear it.
place?
Where's your
What's your
favorite
favorite
place,
Mine's
Charles?
Hickory Hut
Hickory
Oh.
Hut. Oh, nice.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, why is that? Why is that?
because I like to smoke ribs and stuff like that. And
Oh, okay,
you know,
all right.
like I can get a family feast and feed the whole family. You know, what I'm
For
saying?
how much is
Yeah,
that?
about
but-
$40.
Yeah, but that's
$40
not cheap.
bucks.
That's not cheap.
But I'm feeding not only me.
The whole.
I got my wife
Okay.
and my grandson. And,
Well, what do you get for that $40?
well, you got your
Coleslaw.
you got slaw, you got
Okay.
beans, you
Right.
got a sausage, you got some.
Sausage.
Well, it's cut out.
You get one sausage for $40.
No, it's cut out. It's cut out. It's cut out. And then you get ribs, and you get. It's like a variety, I would say.
It's the variety pack.
A variety pack for $40.
Huh? Or you can have TVs, chocolate cake, and hot wings.
I want TVs. Give me some 50-inch TVs.
Don't
And
you
if you
think
got
you're
little
paying for
kids-
those TVs in
I
your,
don't
in your food
care.
value, aren't
They
you?
got TVs.
It's worth it to me because if you got little kids, these waitresses, they bring iPads out and they say,
Yeah.
do you want an iPad? And my boys say, yes, with
Right.
those stars in their eyes. And then my husband and I can actually eat and have a conversation.
Wow.
It is
That's good.
lovely.
That's
It's
good.
Should
very
you do
How
the
much
same
you
thing
spend?
at home if you just lock the door to the bedroom?
No, it doesn't work that way because they find
What'd you
us.
say about the bedroom?
How much
know,
did you spend?
Probably over
Lock the
50
kids in the
bucks.
bedroom
See,
for
now
a
look. She said the family thing, and she said $50.
Well, it's at
So-
least that much.
$50.
Yeah.
Oh, 50. Yeah.
Hey,
You can't go out
So,
to eat
now
in
why
this
you
town.
can't- No,
You cannot go out to eat anywhere in 2015 without dropping $50 to $100. If you got 4 or 5 people, right? It's just not possible.
Right, it's not possible.
It's not possible. I don't care where you go, you're going to spend some money. I mean,
Right. Right.
you can go to McDonald's, you're going to spend that much. You can go to what's that? The Imperial Garden, Oriental food. I don't know, but you can get rice.
You don't spend $50
And
at McDonald's,
beans.
though.
I don't go to McDonald's because it's disgusting.
I don't go there neither.
Okay.
I don't go there neither, but I was
It's
thinking about the
disgusting.
$50. I'm kind of thinking about.
I won't even
you
go
could
there.
get a dollar.
Only time
don't
I
they
go to
got that
McDonald's,
dollar
I'm gonna have the
menu?
Shamrock Shakes, and I'm gonna get a Shamrock Shake, and I'm out.
Here's the thing.
Sean, what's your favorite?
My favorite restaurant is Damaru.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I am a sushi fiend. I love sushi. I think they do sushi right. They do it perfect. They make little animals out of the things I order. It comes to me and it looks beautiful and it tastes
delicious.
wonderful. And absolutely
And they got
love Damaru.
Yummy
What
plum
is
wine,
sushi
some plum
anyway?
wine.
What is that?
Oh,
Sushi.
sushi is just all kinds of different things, actually. It can be raw meat or
Yeah.
raw fish, but it doesn't have to be. It can
Right.
be vegetables
See,
mixed
if you
with
can't
cream
describe
cheese
it
and
in
rice.
like a couple of words, then I don't want it.
It is
It's like if the
hamburger.
recipe is
Right.
more than 3 ingredients, I'm not going to make it.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I get you hamburger,
No.
burger,
Okay. Here's the thing.
rib. bone.
It doesn't matter how much the food costs, really, when you think about it.
To who?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
No.
Wait, hold on.
Yes,
No, even
no.
Rich
Because
Charles just said it. Don't.
You said
no,
you
if
would
you
pay
want it,
for-
I guess it don't matter.
That's right. That's what my point
Yeah.
is that if you want your TV and your hot wings and your whatever else, the chocolate cake
Chocolate
for
cake.
$8 or $9 a slice, you're going to pay that
like
because
6
that's
or
what makes
7.
you happy.
Right.
You're going to pay your $40.
I'm not gonna pay.
Your
I'm about to say Charles
your
ain't paying that.
$40 for
we figured that one out.
for your barbecue. Okay,
Right, but
because
I really
that's
wouldn't.
what makes you
if
happy.
I had, that was because I had to pick a place. If I didn't have to pick a place, I would just go home and eat.
That's not what
forget it.
this segment is
No.
about, Charles.
Charles
Yes, I
wants
did.
himself
Yes.
and his whole neighborhood to eat for $20. That's what Charles wants.
Okay, well, we're not living in the 1950s. It's not going to happen because food prices are high. But when you go out to eat, you pay for the experience, obviously. More than
Right,
just
that's
the
part of
food.
it.
You pay for the experience, the convenience,
So
whatever
you go
else.
to a restaurant, and I know the restaurant you go to, and they make Japanese food because that's a Japanese place. Well, I have a Japanese wife, so I already get the Japanese food.
ain't got to pay
so
for
I
that.
don't have to go to
Yeah.
it. My
Okay.
mother-in-law and them, I'm talking about, they straight give you it. I used to be Buddhist. So I used to go
Wait,
with them
whoa,
all
stop,
the
stop, stop,
time
stop, 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 stop,
and
stop,
get
stop.
Japanese.
Well, that's another show.
He's
That
going
is
to
another
Japanese.
show.
Buddhist.
Hear about that.
was that?
Japanese,
What?
Japanese food all the time. So, sometimes we get to experience it with the different places. Like I've been to Germany, so I've had the opportunity to eat German food. I've been to the Philippines.
We are going to do a show
so I've
about
had
Charles
the
being a
opportunity.
Buddhist in a minute.
That's all he
Yeah.
wants to hear.
No,
He's like,
I-
"Other
I-
stuff,
That is
other
sipping
stuff."
bar. That is
Other
sipping
stuff
bar.
outside.
You let that out. I'm just telling you.
And
That ain't getting away.
So I've had the opportunity to eat the food from the Philippines. So if I've had all them cultures, it's like, and I've seen everything from, not that I've ate it, but I've seen everything from dogs and cats rotisserie around when we used to live in the Philippines.
Rotisserie dog.
Oh,
Yeah, when we used to live in the...
Rotisserie dog.
When,
Where's the show going?
No, for real. When I was in the Philippines, that's how they do it. It's like on the street.
Delicacy?
It is. On the streets, when you walk down, you could see them. They got this stuff out there.
No.
I mean, but the opportunities, I've had those opportunities. I was stationed at Fort Bliss, so I was going across the border to Mexico. So I ate real tacos, not these tacos. These are not. If you really talk to like some of the people, some of the Spanish people, they'll tell you that's not real hamburger you eat at, our Taco Bell or somewhere like that. I'm talking about the authentic tacos, with the real shells and.
What happened to our
their kind.
Taco Bell over there? It's got mowed down.
Right.
It's got a sign there, closed for remodeling. Remodeling is not we took the building away. There's just dirt there right now. That's not remodeling. That's the building is gone.
The building, didn't it catch on fire though? That's
Did
why.
it?
I don't know what happened. I'm just saying
It
it's
did.
gone.
It did.
And I want to know
It's
what
like
you
nothing.
mean by it's not real meat.
It's not.
No,
Oh,
no,
see,
you're not getting away
No,
from
she
this.
said it.
you said that.
I didn't know, but she
Yes,
said
you
it.
did.
No, I
She
didn't.
said it.
No, I didn't.
No,
She
you
just not
didn't.
said it.
No.
She
Oh
just
my
not said it.
goodness.
She knew it.
First off, you said you were a
See?
Buddhist. I heard it.
Look at, there's all sorts of things. And also, as I'm looking at Charles, he's got a little earring hole too. He used to have earrings.
Oh!
There's a bunch we don't know about Charles.
Everybody's had earrings.
He
I'm
looks
just saying.
good.
I'm just talking about the Buddhist thing.
Oh.
That's what we're going to get back to. We're not leaving that alone. At one point in time, we are discussing that.
Okay, to save Charles, let's talk about my favorite place to eat.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What
All
is
right,
it?
I really like ponchos. Have you guys ever eaten at ponchos?
Eating at Ponchos in Texas, not the one here.
Oh, okay. But it's a chain.
You raise a little flag, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You raise a little flag up
Yeah,
and
it
just keep
is.
bringing your
Oh,
food. Yeah.
they've got the best carnitas ever.
What's a carnita?
It is pork. It's shredded pork. Oh, it is so good. You guys got to try it. It's right there just south of McDonald's on off of 9th Street,
Yes.
across the street from the mall. I don't know what that other street is right next to it, though.
And they give you a big plate of food.
Oh, it's big.
Is that like Planet or what is that?
Is it Planet?
I think.
Yeah, that is
One,
Planet.
is that
Okay.
Planet
Planet
Avenue?
Avenue.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh,
You
wait a
gotta try
minute.
it.
Do you mean the white building there?
Yeah, it used to be like a Taco John's.
Yeah,
or
it
something.
used to be a
Oh, well, I eat there 4 or 5 times a week.
It's delicious. You get the horchata.
You don't know what you're eating.
Yeah, I do.
She didn't
I
even know the
what
restaurant.
I'm eating.
She's like, I go in there all the time.
I didn't know the name of it, but here's what I eat.
Awesome.
I
Give me some food.
eat 3 I eat the same thing every time I go there. I eat 3 taquitos with everything, plus add guacamole and sour cream. That's good stuff right there,
Try
people.
the carnitas next time you're there.
Carnitas, okay.
With a big cup of horchata.
Yeah. Red
a
sauce
cup of
and
what is
one
Horchata.
one red sauce and a fork. That's what I ordered.
Horchata.
Hor-
It's a rice drink. It is delicious.
Or what?
You gotta try it.
Wow. Okay.
All right, you're gonna get some notes on this because it's a well-known thing. It's delicious.
Delish.
I've been there a bunch of times. I ain't never had no whore, nothing. I'm
Chata.
just saying.
No, you got it wrong. But that's okay.
Yeah.
We'll forgive you.
Wait, all right, I'm just saying. I
right.
don't know what's going on.
So the next thing I want to know is what's your favorite pizza place in town?
Do we have time to talk about pizza?
Pizza's delicious.
Oh yeah, we're getting the green light. Yeah, Heather.
There is
okay.
nothing better
You
than
keep
pizza.
going.
Pizza is the perfect food.
You keep rambling.
It's bread, it's meat. If you want, there's some veggies, there's crust. I mean, there's nothing better than pizza.
I did a Facebook post recently, and it said, "You can't please everyone. You're not pizza."
Right.
So there you go.
I like that too.
So true. So true.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
Yeah, because everyone likes pizza in some way, shape, or form. So what is your favorite pizza?
In this town, I kind of like that Papa Murphy's pizza. I'd like that a lot.
Oh, so you like build your
Like
own,
take and bake.
and then
Yeah,
you take
can
it
go
home.
and get. You can get a little bit of here, a little bit of that there. Also, that place in the mall now. That what is that? The Chinos.
I don't know.
You ever been to
Hello.
Chinos?
What?
I had this summer.
Where you people been? Go to the mall one time.
Oh, jeez.
It's the Chinos. It's like
Chinos.
yeah.
Some
The
Sbarro?
the sauce is kind of sweet.
Sbarro?
Sbarro?
No, that place is gone. This is
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Shauna. Shauna knew I was saying.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Sabarros. It's Sabarro here.
Okay. Well, that's why I don't know this, because I haven't been to the mall in 6 months.
It's
probably.
great.
So the new
Chinos
place is what?
fantastic.
Chino.
The Chinos.
The Chino.
Da Chino?
Da Chinos.
Da.
Da.
Like da.
Da. Da.
Da.
Da
Da
Chinos.
Chinos. Okay.
They're great.
All right, cool.
I like that
All
one
right.
and the Papa Murphy's too. Those are good. Those are good.
What about you, Shauna?
Well, I have to say I'm really a fan of the scheme.
I know, that's hard to beat.
It's really hard to
That's
beat
good,
that pizza.
So good.
And the other thing I like about the scheme is just the atmosphere. I mean, I love to go there and just order my pizza ahead of time because it takes like 4 hours to cook.
It does.
And then you
You can spend about $7,000 in
Get
there,
your
too.
pitcher of beer.
Right.
And, and you
I
just,
needed a loan when I
So
went
good.
there
And then
one
they've got
time.
the honey for the crust. Oh,
honey for the
Yeah.
crust.
Oh,
Yes.
so good.
Love that. And
I
then
can
it's
do
just
that
the
tonight.
atmosphere, you know, you just kind of feel like, you sit back and it's like home, you know?
I got a pizza and 2 beers. I think I spent $700.
Yeah.
Literally. I'm
He
not
loves
kidding.
smelling like
I'm not
patchouli.
kidding.
But was it good?
It was delicious.
There you go.
But I thought, heck, I could have bought 4, 5, 6 packs for this.
Yeah.
I'm just
No,
saying.
it's
but
so
I had a
good.
good time.
Yeah.
I did. I had a good
Absolutely.
time.
What kind of pizza do you like?
$700, good time. Man,
It's
you
just
need to-
money.
You need to, you need to let me
It's
invest
just
some of that for you. Let me invest some of that for you, and then you can buy all the pizzas you want.
Apparently, I need to, but I don't really hang on to money.
I really don't have a pizza place because I don't.
Don't tell me you don't
Charles
like
is
pizza.
He's
He
too cool
spent
for
$40
pizza.
for barbecue. Let me tell you something. You can't spend $40 on barbecue.
Listen, there's
nowhere in this
barbecue
whole
pizza.
country. You
Right?
can't.
There's barbecue
There is.
pizza.
But now look, okay. Why would I like pizza? I worked at a place for I
Where'd
don't
you
know
work?
how many years
So that's your favorite.
with pizza. I mean pizza. A young adult. You're talking about young
Sure,
adult.
yeah.
Pizza. Guess what we fed our kids?
Pizza.
You know how? Guess what we get?
Was
we
it
get
Tony's
a big
or what
box. It
was
was
it?
straight Tony's.
Oh, well, no
But-
wonder you don't
so
like
why,
pizza.
Why would
That's
you want?
not pizza.
No, why would you want pizza?
Tony's isn't pizza.
No, they used
That's
to
not
make
real pepperoni, like not the
no
real
more.
meat.
But at one time, they used to have real hamburgers.
The
They
key
had-
words in your sentence, at one time and used to.
And guess
That's
what?
what you just said.
And then what?
But right now,
I'm not
and what I
saying
say?
anything.
I don't like.
we don't like pizza.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now you got where I came from.
All right, all
All
right.
right.
So we know Tony's is your
Non-favorite.
least favorite.
to be.
My favorite is Cooper's Pizza.
Oh, they have good
Cooper-
pizza.
Hey, my brother knows him.
Hey.
Went to high school with him.
Really?
Yeah.
And his
Yes.
name is his
Coop.
name Cooper?
Coop, yeah.
Yeah, that's
My
my
brother
kid's
Joe
name.
has it,
So
yeah.
we always tell him, we're going to your pizza place. And he walks in
that's
like he's
good.
big time, like, what's up? I'm here. It's my place. You are my waitress. He is.
Oh,
he's already
what's
got
that mean?
going on.
What's that mean?
No, that means he
I don't know
likes to be the
what
boss.
that
He
You are
loves
my
Cooper's Pizza.
waitress.
You're my waitress.
You're my slave.
What was you wearing?
Well, jeez.
I'm just saying. You said it. I'm just repeating what you said.
Jeez. Anyways, my
Man.
kid loves Coop's Pizza because his name's Coop. So we go
That's
to Coop's
awesome.
Pizza every
Does
time
he
we
like
come to
Coop's
town.
Pizza because his name is Coop or because it's good?
We wouldn't take him there if it wasn't good because we're not going to
Okay.
eat bad pizza.
All right.
So yeah, it's good and it's got a great name. And it's right there, kind of in that plaza area. So afterwards,
It's where what's that Greeks used to be, right? Remember Greeks Pizzeria? Does anybody remember that? This is like a while back.
I do.
I do know where the stage is though, and they like to go
Yeah.
and then they put on little plays for us after we eat. It's good times.
So do you come to Salina just to eat Coop's Pizza? Yeah.
And I work in Salina.
Do they not have pizzeria places there in Lynn?
Yeah, in Lindsborg we do have one pizza. Well, we've got Pizza Hut, which is top notch, and we also got the Brick House, which has really good pizza. If you ever come to Lindsborg,
Oh, I've heard that.
You gotta have the cheseburger pizza. It's
At the Brick House.
Is it real beef?
It's real beef,
There you
and
go.
it's $700. It's right up your alley.
Why do they the Brick House? Why do they call it the Brick House?
Because it's a little brick house.
Oh, I thought maybe it was
Really?
because
That's
that was
pretty
how
recent.
that was
I
how
thought
the
the
pizza was
oven was
cooked.
bricks or something.
That's what I thought
mean,
too.
Yeah.
But
Well,
like,
it's an old fire station that's been changed into a pizzeria. So it's all brick outdoors, outside, and it's
Oh, okay.
small.
All right.
So do they have a fire pole you can slide down?
No, I don't know about
Oh,
that. Maybe
boo.
after hours. That'd be a
I like
thing.
Lindsborg.
Well, I thought that. Don't you live there too?
No.
Oh, where you live in Salina?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I work in
Yeah,
Salina.
we really do know each other.
I was gonna say, how many? This is like season 2 together.
Right. Where do you
Well,
live?
I kind of knew that because Becky Medlin told me that she sold your house before, so I kind of knew that, but my mind was just wandering different places.
That's right.
so.
Shout out to Becky. Hi, Becky. That's
Yo,
right.
back. What's up?
Hey, Becky.
I don't even know who you are, but what's up?
But she
Yep.
knew who I was talking about.
Yeah, lived in Salina all my life, so
Does Becky watch the show?
She does occasionally.
Hey, Becky.
But she said, she goes, there's 2 people I know on there. It's Shauna and you, Charles.
Well, now you know me.
Now you know us, Becky.
And,
Hi. I'm Christy. Nice to
yeah,
meet
now
you.
you know Christy. Hey, Jeff, Christy, Jeff.
So what other favorites do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about coffee shop. What's your favorite coffee shop? I love it.
Coffee.
Want to drink coffee? Charles
I worship
doesn't.
coffee.
No? Oh, I love it. What's your favorite?
Oh gosh. Well,
There's but one coffee shop, right?
it doesn't really matter where I partake of coffee. I just like coffee.
I do too.
You know, it can be anywhere. But I really have a favorite that I like make at home.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's that?
I like Hills Brothers
Oh.
cappuccino.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really, really good stuff. You can
I
buy
was
it
gonna
at
say Folgers.
Walmart, but be careful there.
No, what was
And
that?
Watch your cars.
yeah,
we didn't say something positive about Walmart.
There you go.
Since we straight offended them in the last little
We didn't
bit.
offend
right.
Walmart.
They're the
just
only
people who
store in
shop
Salina
there.
who carries all the flavors of Hills Brothers cappuccino coffee. So just so you know, Salina, if you want your Hills Brothers, you got to go to Walmart.
So what was yours?
My favorite is Ad Astra. If I could go anywhere in town, I'd go to Ad Astra because I like
Hey,
the books.
that's where they have the one
Open
mic
mic.
poetry,
Yeah,
right?
they
That's
do.
right. And Tammy Joe is awesome.
Tammy Jo is awesome.
Yes,
Love
she
her.
is.
I love Ad Astra, and I like mochas because I like the drive-through at mochas. And
That's
the
her
hot,
lazy side.
The hot funky monkey is amazing.
Ooh, what's in that?
Wait, whoa,
It's
yeah,
banana
yeah.
and coconut and chocolate.
Wow.
Delish.
Why
There
is
you
it called
go.
the Funky Monkey? That sounds disgusting. I just want
You
to-
gotta go try one tomorrow. Get it
I'm
hot.
not trying no Funky Monkey. Ain't no monkey funky that I'm be drinking.
But it has chocolate in it.
But it's got
bananas.
coconut and bananas, and what's the funky part?
That's
That's what I want to know.
The funky is how you mix all that together and it still tastes
Okay,
good.
so
And
we
then you
got
heat it
we
up.
got coffee, and we got bananas, and we got coconut, and
And probably
And-
only about 400 calories and about $10. What
It's
do you
the
think?
perfect drink, and we will be right back. And Jeff will have a funky monkey.
I ain't drinking no funky. Whoop!
Hi.
Thanks for hanging with us. Hey, Christy has got some vital information for you.
For real, Salina, we want to know what you think. We want to know how you feel about us on the show, if you have any hot topics you want to discuss, how you feel about Jeff, if you like my shirt. I want to know. So why don't you go ahead and email us at thescene@salinatv.org or check out our Facebook page at The Scene of Saline. So check us out, like us, leave a comment, may it be happy or sad. We don't care. We just want to hear from you.
We do. Ha-ha.
Totally.
Yeah.
Please.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Have a great 2 weeks.